business to go to another level. You must try to learn and hear something new. So make the change today. So don't procrastinate and see your business grow and change. So check out Drastic Results, yeah, with Tony Harris Taylor. Tony Harris Taylor. Drastic Results, oh yeah, with Tony Harris Taylor. Yeah, yeah.
At Forever Forward Financial, our mission is to teach people how money works, thus assisting families and business owners to learn how to make more money, save more money, grow their money, and keep it all safe. We believe people need to have financial goals and build a financial foundation for their future. To schedule your free 2-hour consultation, call 727-422-7761 or email foreverforwardfinancial@gmail.com.
Is your current brand and marketing strategy not working? Do you feel stressed, frustrated, or stuck in not getting the exposure or engagement you want? Do you need the help of an experienced and knowledgeable team that can get you the results you desire?
We are Goodall,
Hill,
and Wallet, your creative brand and marketing strategists.
With over 30 years of combined experience, we help your brand to stand out, to attract and engage customers, and grow revenue. Take our free brand and marketing assessment quiz on our site.
We deliver your game plan,
Help you to have a healthy mindset about your brand.
and with your winning team to help you deliver results.
we are GHW, GHWmarketingstrategy.com.
Hi, this is Tony Harris Taylor, the networking queen, with another author of the PPP, Purpose, People, and Profits collaboration book. My name is Tony Harris Taylor, and I'm the CEO and founder of Drastic Results Marketing and Sales Coaching, where I help service-based entrepreneurs to get known, get connected, and get paid to make 6 figures and beyond. I am also the proud award-winning multi-unit franchise owner for Network in Action Global Partners, where me and my leaders bring entrepreneurs together to build connections, collaborations, and get more referrals to stay in business through relationships. And then I'm also the host of the Viral Networking Conference. More on that later. So you're going to meet Andrea Hancock. Andy is how we call her now, and she has been in each one of these. And I love that. And so I want to say thank you, Andy, for being a great supporter of me, but not only me, your own business. And so go ahead and introduce yourself in your own words. Who are you and what you do?
Thanks, Tony, for having me. As you mentioned, I'm now going by Andy. It's so much easier for everybody to pronounce. And I am founder of the Dexterous lifestyle, where me and my co-leader, Kelly Powell, help people to transform their space, and their habits by first bringing awareness to who they are, how they think, stripping away shame and guilt. And we coach all of this through a course that we've created and an online community.
I am excited about that because that is a new venture. I think it came out of our coaching last year. And we'll get down that road in a minute. So what's the story behind this business, Dexterous Lifestyle?
Well, I've been an entrepreneur now for a little over 13 years. And one of my first businesses was Dexterous. Be Dexterous is actually the name of the company. And we were doing business as Dexterous Organizing. And that started with just me. I was going into people's homes, organizing their spaces, helping them to declutter, helping them to find the best use of their spaces, and you put systems in place. And then in 2017, my then acquaintance, now really good friend, Kelly Powell, joined me. And to just grow the company, we were looking to just accelerate the work that we were already doing as a team. And then the following year, we decided to have assistants with us. So she could be on team A, I could be team B, and we'd go in and we'd help even more people. But as we continued helping people in their spaces, we realized that there was a disconnect between a person realizing how their thoughts and their habits played a major part in how their environment was affected by their thoughts and their habits. And so we love psychology, we love coaching. I went through an extensive training to be an organizer coach, and really helping people to bring awareness. And so not just coming in and fixing it up and hoping and praying that they sustain it, but really helping them to get organized really from the inside out so that those things can be sustainable long term.
I remember you telling me a success story of someone who had not even combed her hair in a long period of time, and how you and Kelly worked with her. Kelly is worked with her and not only got her to where she could have some confidence and get some wellness in her life, but also to show up. She actually came out and came and participated in your event. That's transformational.
Absolutely. And what we found is a lot of times people are coming to professional organizers because of the clutter and the disorder was exacerbating a problem that they already had.
Yeah.
It was just a symptom of something else going on. So, why not be more holistic and start to help them to address the challenge that they're having? Now, we're not therapists, but sometimes just a compassionate journey of awareness and stepping back and looking at certain things can really help people shift their perspective in ways, and it's really powerful.
Awesome. So that brings a question for you is, how do you stay motivated and focus on your goals when things are not going well?
Well, when things aren't going well, it's usually, how am I thinking about those things? Are they temporary? Is this part of the journey? And then what is my long-term goal? We really do help people. As you mentioned, we've helped in many instances transform people's lives, their trajectory of their lives. So that really helps me, keeps me motivated to know that there's greater good in it, and that we can really help people in the long term.
Awesome. So how do you balance making a profit with and staying true to your purpose and your values?
Well, first and foremost, you have to know what your purpose and values are. And these are really, once you know what they are, they have to stay first place in order to help me stay balanced. So whenever I start to feel unhappy or that my business is a chore, it's usually directly related to maybe one or many of my values aren't being met. And so I know my purpose has been given to me by my creator, my Father Jehovah, and his word has given me my purpose. So when I start to kind of get misaligned with how I spend my time, how much I think about a certain thing, or how much I move outside of the lines of what my true purpose is, then I realize that I need to step back, that, the profits and the revenues that may be misaligning me aren't worth it. And so I center myself on a daily basis on what those values and purposes are.
I love that. I love that. So Can you share a time when you had to pivot or adjust your business strategy, and how did you come to that decision?
Yeah. So as I mentioned, last year we created the program, this training and group coaching community called the Dexterous Lifestyle. And like you said, it really did start to evolve after coaching with you and wanting to offer something bigger than just our local area, something online, something that can touch more people. And so the premise for the Dexterous Lifestyle was to, just really get past the surface of what organized means in general, and to uncover, I should say, the necessary steps to get organized and productive for that individual. Because everybody's different. Everybody's why is different. Everyone thinks differently. Everyone uses their spaces differently. They feel differently about their belongings.
Yeah.
And for these reasons, getting organized may look different for many people. So we really wanted to create a safe space for learning, for growth, so that people could create this balance between how they spend their time, their habits, their life, their environment, and what they deserve that supports their wellness as a whole. And so initially, Dexterous Lifestyle was just going to be a program or a parallel offering to our organizing business. But as I mentioned before, staying true to my purpose and my values and balance, I've just realized that this is the pivot. This is where I totally want Dexterous Lifestyle to be the premier business, to stand on its own. And there's plenty of organizers out here across the country and the globe that can help people in their home. But we really want to help people on a deeper level and the masses. So we really want Dexterous Lifestyle to be the flagship business.
So you're in the middle of a pivot, and
Yes.
I'm excited about it because you can transform, touch, move, inspire, and transform people globally now. Whereas
Yes.
organizing was so local. And so that's why we came up with Lifestyle, because we wanted you to have a bigger reach and without having to touch a bunch of dirty stuff. So I don't think that's all right. So what's the big vision for Dexterous Lifestyle? Let's talk about that.
Well, it was really, after the pandemic, it was one thing that I've learned is to have so many different streams of revenue, not just to have all your eggs in one basket. And so there's just so many different robust streams of revenue that Dexterous Lifestyle can have. And that's really the flexibility I want for being online. The reach is farther. And then the different ways that people intake information. We can create books, we can create videos, we can create one-on-one coaching programs, where we can, wherever a person is, wherever they are starting. If they want to buy something for $5.99, they want to, work with us in a more premium capacity, we'll have different aspects of them intaking the information, different price points. And so that's really my vision, is to be able to serve people where they are and help them in any way we can.
I love that. And retreats, right? We just came off a retreat. That was fabulous.
It was.
And so I can see so many various income streams for this. So I'm super excited. And I'm here to support. So most entrepreneurs have a burning desire to leave an impact in the world. What impact do you want to make with Dexterous Lifestyle?
Well, I really want people to be aware of their choices and how they affect them long term. Time and time again, when we would enter into people's homes for a consultation, they'd look around and say, I don't even know how it got like this.
Mm.
And that just speaks to the fact that, you know, so we're in a world of distraction.
Mhm.
People, corporations pay millions, if not billions of dollars for our attention.
Mhm.
And so we're so many of us are buried with our heads in our phones. I mean, I'm guilty of it myself. We're being told what to do. We're being told what to buy, how much to spend. And there's really nothing wrong with the choice itself of in general, but when we're doing things unconsciously, that specifically can have a long-term negative effect on ourselves, our environment, our spirituality. That's when awareness, and pausing and reflecting and just looking inward to make these necessary shifts. And this is what I really want people who come in contact with Dexterous Lifestyle, just to open up awareness. And from that awareness, maybe have some perspective shifts that can just change their lives for the better.
Yeah, I love that. All right. So, how do you balance your personal life with the demands of running a business? So, you're a wife, you are a doggy mom. Yes,
You love Duncan. Admit it.
and I don't even love dogs, but your dog is so cute. And then, most importantly, you are a minister like I am, a Jehovah's Witness, and so you have a ministry to balance. So how do you balance it all?
Well, there's that well-known illustration of the rocks in the sand,
Mhm.
where if you're going to put something in a jar, you have to put the rocks in first, and the rocks represent the most important things. And the sand are things that are not so necessary, but they may bring fulfillment, they bring you know, some fun and excitement. But when you put the rocks in first, majority of the sand can fit. But if you put the sand in first, then you're going to miss out on some of the more important things. So my personal health and my spirituality and my family are really the most important things to me. So I try my best to put those things in first. And one of the ways that I do that is early in the day. In the mornings, I really try to ease into the day. The first thing I typically grab is my iPad or my phone, and I'm reading my daily text and my Bible. I, you know, have to take the dog for a walk, so that's so that's physical health and spending time with my puppy. If my husband's home, he hasn't gone out the house, we have conversation. We always make sure to say good morning to each other and whatever. And so those things, even though they may be, you know, 5, 10, 30 minutes of the first part of my day, it sets the tone for the rest of the day. And, you know, once 9:30 hits, your phone starts ringing, texts start coming in, emails start coming in, and it gets crazy. And you may end up get to the end of the day and not doing what you deemed as the most important. So I really try to set the tone with having things, going to the gym, all that type of thing in the morning. And then I also plan out my month, my week, my day on a regular basis. So when I'm looking at my month, you know, if I have a goal for my personal ministry for how many hours I want to get, I schedule all of that in. And then I schedule everything else around it. And then when I'm, you know, doing networking or any other thing, those things are already blocked. So I'm not going to get double booked for those things that are already in my calendar.
Awesome. Awesome. So you live by a calendar, you put the big rocks in first, and you make sure that you schedule time. I love that you said that you and your husband also make sure you say good morning to each other, which is very, very important. So excellent. So how do you stay inspired? And what motivates you when life and business gets difficult?
Well, it's what I feed my mind.
Mm-hmm.
there's always fear, there's always doubt, there's always sadness when things don't go the way you think they're going to go. But there's publications, media, the people you hang around, that all make a difference. I love the fact that most of the time I'm on social media, say Facebook, for instance, and I'm looking at my feed. People are putting like positive quotes. They're putting things out there that are, positive. I don't thankfully have a lot of people in my life who are negative Nancy's or Nellies or whoever they want to be. And I try to be either positive or humorous, at least when things are going my way. That's kind of how I deal with things. And I keep, I love those inspirational movies. I think about the Chris Gardner story that was portrayed by Will Smith in The Pursuit of Happiness. And when you look at his story from beginning to end, the middle was rough. There was times when most people would have been like, this isn't for me. I'm doing, give up. I'm doing the best I can. But he pushed himself. He pushed because he just really believed that he could.
Yeah.
And he didn't give up. And so I look at those types of instances where when I'm having a bad moment, and I say it's a moment, that it's going to pass. And so are those emotions. And it's just a part of my story. This isn't the end.
I love it. Love it. Love it. So what advice would you give to aspiring entrepreneurs who are looking to start their own business?
Oh my goodness. So many things. I remember right before I quit my job, I was reading a book about entrepreneurship, and I don't remember the title. But I do remember reading that the entrepreneurial lows are really low and the highs are really high. And I read that, and it just kind of sat in my brain. But it wasn't until I was in it that I realized, oh my goodness,
this is
what they meant. So it's an emotional roller coaster, and it's from day to day. And so you have to have the faith that you're doing the right things. You have to find a mentor and a coach or someone who can help you not make a necessarily emotional decision, but like kind of weigh things out, and then have faith that, what they're telling you and what you're learning is the right things, that they will put you in the right places at the right times, and just keep moving forward. And also, I would say, put your blinders on. It was way into my business where, I'm on social media and I'm looking at this person's business and I'm like, oh, I wish my business was like that. Oh, I wish my Instagram looked like that. Oh, they sound like they're making more money than me. And I had to put on my blinders and not compare my successes or my failures to anybody else. Only worry about myself. And then remember that failures are not fatal. They are fertilizer. So learn from them and grow. And then finally, I said this before, I'm going to say it again. Surround yourself with those who are, I'm going to call them successful givers. People who are successful, but they're givers. Because, the crumbs that drop from their table can be priceless on your entrepreneurial journey.
Awesome. I love that. First of all, I don't know if I've heard failure is fertilizer to help you grow. Yeah.
I just stole that from, again, in my feed, my LinkedIn, there was a older gentleman giving business advice, and he said that, and I was like, love it.
Love that. So how do you measure success in your business?
Well, I measure it again by the happiness of those who I serve. And not even just my clients. I know you you teach this and preach this, but networking is about giving. Who can you help? Who can you serve? And it just makes me so happy when I hear people say, you refer me to so-and-so and she's awesome or he's awesome and this has helped change my life or my business, and or we made this connection and I'm making it just brings me so much joy to know that I did something within my power to make someone else's life better. And so same with my clients. And then also just being able to take care of my needs and a few of my wants, because I met the needs of enough people who were willing to pay me for my skills, my experience, my expertise, my network. And that's just a joy that sometimes you can work years and years for someone else and never get that satisfaction.
Which is why you became an NIA leader. I remember when you first heard about NIA, you're like, I think I might want to be a franchise owner. And then when I came up with the leader program, you were like, sign me up. And I know you get that same energy and joy I get by making those connections. So I'm so happy that you are on the team. I think also being Dexterous Lifestyle is going to help you because you're going to start networking more virtually rather than in person. So you'll start meeting people you can bring to network and action as well. And so it's a big impact when you can make those connections for people and watch them flourish and grow. Yes. I think we're down to our last question. Mm-hmm. And so that question is, what quote inspires you?
Show up, follow up, be up to blow up.
You got it.
And I would tell you, those were on my...
Let's do it again. So it's show up, be up.
Be up, follow up, to blow up.
That's your favorite quote, really? Of all the quotes?
Well, you said, did you say my favorite quote or what quote inspires me?
What quote inspires you? Yes.
Yeah, that quote really does inspire me. So there's a lot of times I don't feel like showing up.
Yes.
There's been times in the past where I have paid to go to a networking event. And it gets to that time and you're like, I don't want to fight that DC traffic. I'm tired. I've been on Zoom all day. And I don't go. Mm-hmm. But, you know, ever since I've been coaching with you and you have that saying, sometimes I can, you know, I'm like, I don't feel like going. And you show up.
And what's interesting about that, I have to talk to my own self. Mm-hmm. Because I feel the same way. I've been on Zoom all day. I'm tired. I got a list of things I need to be doing. And I really don't want to drive across town to that event. And every time I do, I meet someone I was meant to meet.
Yeah.
Every time I do. Got one tonight and I'm like, am I gonna go after having 2 NIA meetings today? Am I gonna go to another networking event? And the answer is I'm probably gonna show up because it's not about me. It's about who I need to meet to bring to you. So love it, love it, love it. Well, tell everybody how to get in touch with Dexterous Lifestyle.
Well, you can scan this beautiful QR code if you're looking at this on the screen. And for those who are listening or reading, you can go to dexterouslifestyle.com. There we're offering a free holistic living course. We have myself and Kelly. We have a fitness person, a wealth person, a financial planner, and a confidence coach, as well as a massage therapist who does holistic wellness, all speaking in this course. It was an event, but we broke it down into bite-sized chunks so that you can take notes and see what applies to you. and maybe even get in contact with these wonderful people to further your journey on your goals for wellness.
I'm so proud of you, repurposing content. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Well, Andy, I am so happy to have you as part of my family. You're my spiritual sister, you're my business sister, and we are just growing and taking drastic steps together. And so thank you for trusting me, and I just love you. And let's just tell everybody how we met. I was speaking at an event online, virtual event. I always mention Jehovah whenever I speak. And Andy's like, oh, that's my sister. And she messaged me. We had a one-to-one. Every real relationship starts with a one-to-one. And here we are 2 years now.
Yeah.
2 years later. So, and she tells me she's never been back to that group since.
That was my first time going live. And my last time going live.
And that's something, back to the showing up.
Yep.
Back to show up. She said, I contemplated long and hard about coming, but I don't know what inspired you to come to my talk. But it was life-changing for both of us. So I thank you, thank you, thank you. Hey, this is Toni Harris Taylor saying, take a drastic step today for a fantastic tomorrow, and we will see you soon. Bye.
Let's get drastic, building relationships to get you known, get you connected, and get paid.
The Dexterous lifestyle is meant for those of us who live hectic lives. But with the right tools, information, and resources, we can strive for order, peace, health, wealth, and calm. It's not too much to ask. We deserve a dexterous mind, a dexterous body, and plenty of dexterous spaces to support our dexterous lifestyle.